guilty or not guilty?
I plead not guilty. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. For record purposes, my name is Elias Mutuma, appearing for the County Assembly of Kericho. I have two applications to make on preliminary basis. One, Mr. Speaker, sir, and honorable senators, is that you will notice from the presentations and the charges read that one of our witnesses is a young lady who will be appearing before Senate to testify on instances of sexual exploitation, molestation, to the extent of being forced into anal sex by the governor. To protect the integrity of the witness, Mr. Speaker, sir, we have made an application to have this witness protected so that she is not exposed to the world. We have written a letter to the Speaker where we have disclosed her true identity, even attached a copy of her ID. We have no problem with the witness being confronted by the governor. So we are requesting the Honorable House to allow that witness to testify in an environment where the world is not watching or where the world is not able to identify who she is. To that extent, we can allow counsel and the governor to meet the witness prior to the testing so that to providing her testimony so that they are able to know who the witness is. That application, Mr. Speaker, sir, is made pursuant to Rule 28 of third schedule. The second application, Mr. Speaker, sir, is that on Saturday at around 6:45, we were served with a response from the governor, and we noted that they have raised two preliminary issues. One, on whether this motion met the threshold, that is being supported by 2/3 of the composition of the County Assembly of Kericho, and secondly, of a purported order that barred and we have also taken time to prepare enough copies for all the senators. We humbly seek that that affidavit dated 13th of October 2024 be deemed as properly on record. That is all, Mr. Speaker, sir. I thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir, and honorable senators. We would first of all want to take exception at the statement made by my colleague for the County Assembly, saying as if it's a statement of fact that there was any sexual excesses. That is an issue for the courts and probably for this Senate. And so we take exceptions at the attempt to make it as if it's a statement of fact. for avoidance of doubt, we wish to say that there is no police report, there is no determination of that issue. Mr. Speaker, sir, I have 3 preliminary issues to request your audience on, Mr. Speaker, sir, and the Senate. The first one, Mr. Speaker, sir, is that we did in fact file our documents and a flash disk on Saturday the 12th. However, it turned out that they were not properly paginated, and we have done a properly paginated set of documents and properly arranged flash disk. We very kindly request and plead with you, Mr. Speaker, sir, and the Senate to allow us to replace the improperly paginated document with a properly paginated one. The contents and the substance remains the same, and the same was served on my colleagues. May I say also that I have had occasion to have a word with my colleagues for the County Assembly, and the general understanding is that subject to your ruling, Mr. Speaker, and the members of the Senate, we are in agreement that we are not contesting the affidavit that they have just introduced, the one dated 13th of October 2024 that my learned friend has referred to, and in exchange they are not contesting the replacement of the wrongly paginated bundle that we filed on Saturday, and we brought the corrected one on Sunday the 14th. Mr. Speaker, sir, other than that, I had indicated that we proposed to raise a preliminary objection to these proceedings, and we flagged out 3 issues we wanted to argue. Mr. Speaker, sir, I very kindly request for your audience on that application. The application to raise the preliminary objection is based on your Rule 14 and Rule 30, Mr. Speaker, sir, on issues of materiality and competence of the motion before you. I pray that you allow us audience on that preliminary objection. As my colleague has already indicated, they are aware of our preliminary objection and they are also ready to argue it. Mr. Speaker, sir, as an aspect of that application, we are aware that we would very much plead that you allow us 1 hour to raise the preliminary objection as opposed to the 30 minutes. And if you must, Mr. Speaker, sir, we would pray that you don't, but if you must, we are prepared to forfeit part of the time subsequently allotted to us for purposes of cross-examination of the witnesses for the County Assembly and for presenting our evidence the 3 hours thereafter. Mr. Speaker, sir, I rest my case there.
Counsel for
yes, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Just exhaust the 30 minutes first, and if at the end of the 30 minutes you still need time, you will make that application. Don't make it at this juncture. You will now proceed to raise your preliminary objection.
Mr. Speaker, sir. Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, sir, I trust you will allow me audience on the issue of the protection of the witness when it comes to that. Mr. Speaker, sir, the preliminary objection we wish to raise are 3. The first one, Mr. Speaker, sir, is that we wish to draw the attention of this honorable plenary and the attention of you, Mr. Speaker, sir, that there is an order that was made on 3rd of October 2024 and which we served to this honorable Senate, both the Senate as an institution and the Speaker, and that order in itself had the effect of asking that the Senate should not discuss this impeachment until the court has expressed itself. Mr. Speaker, sir, in the face of that order which was duly served, we would very much pray that you consider standing down this impeachment until the court has entertained and determined that issue. Mr. Speaker, sir, the substance of that, we have availed the pagination of the case that is filed in Kericho, and Mr. Speaker, sir, we served you with both the petition and the application and the order. And for that reason, then, Mr. Speaker, sir, as a first preliminary issue, we pray for 2 things: that you do consider standing down this impeachment in the face of that order, and secondly, Mr. Speaker, sir, that Mr. Speaker, sir, the second preliminary objection that I wish to raise is that it is our argument that this impeachment is not...
Counsel.
Yes, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Or whatever you're saying is contained in your bundle.
Yes, Mr.
If
Speaker,
you can
sir.
help the senators by referring to the bundle and the pages,
Yes, Mr.
so
Speaker.
that you can flow with them.
Mr. Speaker, sir, the bundle and the order that I'm referring to is at page 387 of our bundle. It relates to Kericho Constitutional Petition number E011 of 2024. Dr. Eric Mutai, Fazes County Assembly of Kericho, the Speaker County Assembly, Honorable Rogon, the mover of the motion, the Senate and the Speaker. And the order is at page 387 to 388. Mr. Speaker, sir, yes, volume 2. My apologies.
Counsel, talk closer to the microphone so that the senators can hear you.
Honorable Senators, I am referring to volume 2, page 387 to page 514, which contains the filings in Kericho High Court, Kericho petition number E011 of 2024, Dr. Eric Mutai, Fazes County Assembly of Kericho, the Speaker Kericho County, Honorable Rogon, the Senate as fourth respondent, and the Speaker as the fifth respondent, and the order is at page 387 to 388, and it states at paragraph 5 that pending inter partes hearing of the motion dated 2nd of October, an order is issued to restrain the Senate and the Speaker from receiving or acting or presenting to the plenary of the Senate or allowing for debate the Senate, allowing for debate at the Senate.
Honorable senators, can the council be heard in silence, please? Senator Allen, take your seat. If you want to consult, we have the lounge. It's empty as we speak. You may want to make use of it.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. I will read again the order. The order, which is material to this session, says that pending inter partes hearing of the motion dated 2nd of October, an order is hereby issued to restrain the Senate and the Speaker from receiving or acting or presenting to the plenary of the Senate or allowing for debate at the Senate as a plenary or at any other Senate committee or discussing or making any decision or resolution in regard to the impeachment of the petitioner in regard to the impeachment of the petitioner, the governor, Kericho County, on 2nd of October 2024. That is the relevant bit of that, and Mr. Speaker, sir.
Yes, Council for
Yes, may I explain? Mr. Speaker, sir, honorable senators, at the start of my presentation, I indicated that there is a first bundle that improperly paginated. There is a second bundle which definitely has that corrected pagination. I apologize for that.
Just hold on, Council, until we confirm the position.
That second bundle is like this. Mr. Speaker, sir, can I use the first volume? It has the same order, probably it's easier to track it in volume 1, page 23. Volume 1 is the smaller one. Yes, volume 1, page 23, please.
So, Council for Governor, so that the senators can follow your arguments, indicate the bundle and the page. Then you proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. If we all have volume 1, the same order exists in volume 1 at page 23. And then the rest of the pleadings in respect to that motion is in volume 2, as I indicated, page, the corrected bundle, page 387 to page 514. Mr. Speaker, sir, I would like to move on to the second preliminary objection. The second preliminary objection...
One minute,
I'm sorry, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Yes, Senator Roba.